You blank ass blank. Whoa. Whoa, you guys. Huge incident. Very, very disrespectful towards staff. This is very bad. You blank ass blank. Whoa.
You bitch ass nigger.
Whoa. You're going to blank today.
You're going to die today.
Go blank.
Go suck.
C-O-C-K.
Cock.
C-O-C-K.
Cock.
You... I can't even say this word.
You faggot hoe ass bitch.
You can read it on the screen. You blank, 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 blank. You are really blanking stupid. Congratulations. Ouch.
Ouch. You ran over my fucking toe. You are really fucking stupid. Congratulations.
One of the members in our fine community got her hands on old Charlie Boy's record when he was at the Leon County Jail when old Donna Sue was on trial. Let's listen.
Each door was breached to ensure Nurse Merlis could observe each inmate swallowing their medication to avoid cheeking, holding medication inside the mouth. As I approached cell F39, I did not observe an inmate standing at the cell door. As I began to unlock the door slammed closed.
She's reading an incident report for Charlie Boy when he was supposed to take his medicine.
I heard the inmate say, "Ouch, you ran over my blanking toe."
When you're reading from legal documents, you cannot change the words. If there's a curse word, you must say it. Here, for some reason, she's not reading certain words, so I asked my friend Morgan to read them for us.
You are really blanking stupid. Congratulations. Ouch.
Ouch. You ran over my fucking toe. You are really fucking stupid. Congratulations. Call your lieutenant and I will tell him how fucking stupid you are. Open the hatch and give me my medication like a normal person, someone with a brain.
Thank you, Morgan, for reading that, but that is old Charlie Boy being very rude to the staff. That's very different when we saw him actually being nice to the guy that bought him some Wendy to eat.
Man, thank you so much, man.
Call your lieutenant and I will tell him how blanking stupid you are. Open the hatch and give me my medicine like a normal person, someone with a brain. At that time, I physically observed the inmate speaking as Charles Adelson. I refused to open Adelson's flap or breach his cell door until Lieutenant Dale Williams arrived. Lieutenant Williams instructed this reporting officer to open the door, and he advised Adelson to have a seat on his bunk. Adelson explained that he was standing at his cell door barefoot because we does not issue shoes, and I slammed the door open and blanked up his toe.
Fucked up my toe.
When asked what toe was injured, Adelson verbally replied, "My right big toe." He was directed to step to his cell door, and he stated, "I don't think it's broken. I just think it's blanked up."
I don't think it's broken. I just think it's fucked up.
Thank you very much, Morgan, for reading that. And as we see, old Charlie Boy is not having the best time in jail. Who would have thought it would have been such a bummer?
When offered to be taken to medical for evaluation, Adelson initially refused to go to medical by stating, "It's fine, I just would like my meds." He eventually exited the cell. Adelson arrived in medical and he was evaluated by Tracy Cagle. During his evaluation, I photographed the alleged injury in Adelson's right foot. I also photographed his left foot for comparison from the initial encounter with Adelson until he was escorted to medical. I did not observe any swelling or redness. Nurse Cagle asked Adelson what happened. He stated, "I was standing at the door barefoot," and she pushed the heavy wooden door open. Immediately after, he stated, "I have my sandals, but my toe was sticking out when the door opened. It nailed my toe." He was offered medication and escorted back to Pod F. Inmate continues to have his blanket draped over his bunk once I hit on his cell door, he becomes enraged and disrespectful towards the staff.
She's reading a separate incident for where old Charlie Boy was causing a huge scene. Let's listen.
Stating, "You blank ass blank. Whoa.
You bitch ass nigger.
Whoa. You're going to blank today.
You're going to die today.
Go blank."
Go suck.
C-O-C-K.
Cock.
C-O-C-K.
Cock.
I can't even say this word.
You faggot hoe ass bitch.
You can read it on the screen. You blank, 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 blank.
Pussy ass nigger, bitch.
Whenever I see a document that has crossouts on it, I immediately zoom in and try and figure out what was actually written. Here, we put it into ChatGPT, and you can actually get the exact words, so thank you very much for that.
Whoa, you guys. Huge incident. Very, very disrespectful towards staff. This is very bad. He got on the intercom and demanded to see a lieutenant over the tablet. I advised him of the policy changes, and he refused to accept them, stating a lieutenant on a previous shift advised him that he would receive a tablet. Inmate then threatened to kick on the door in order to get lieutenant down here.
This is from another incident where old Charlie Boy was not given his tablet.
I advised him that if he kicked the door, that it would impress no urgency upon me, and that he could make his necessary phone calls when he came out for his time. Inmate returned to his bunk without any incident. He, much like Donna, did not do well with this no tablet policy with the protective custody. So he's been asking for a tablet to talk to his attorney, probably his appellate attorney.
Because Charlie Boy is Jewish, he's an excellent complainer. He knows that if he says that he needs to speak to his attorney, then perhaps he will get his tablet.
And he had no visits whatsoever. On August 18th, inmate made request to speak to lieutenant over not receiving a tablet. He has not accepted my explanation for the policy and has stated that he wants to speak with a lieutenant in regards to receiving a tablet.
I want my tablet!
Very smart and Jewish of old Charlie Boy to ask to speak to his supervisor rather than dealing with a lowly employee.
Inmate stated that he feels like he's being treated unjustly because of his denial of counsel prior to a trial, and that he will make sure the judge is aware of the circumstances. This could be one of the reasons that Charlie didn't testify. I saw no calls that he made to any lawyers in town, which I found really strange. Not to his appellate attorney, none whatsoever. So inmate Adelson had an attorney visit on the Securus monitor. Inmate advised this officer he could not hear his attorney, and he tried to use both phones with no luck. Contact was made with the front lobby to advise of this incident. The officer also made attempts to contact Securus, but there was no answer.
Most prisons have a secure phone line that the inmates can use to speak to their attorneys without anybody listening.
The front lobby made attempts as well. I think they eventually do cave and give him a tablet, even after all these expletives. Inmate was out for his confinement time. He placed soup at cell 35 door. I asked him why he's placing a soup beside the cell door, and he stated I promised him something because he let me use his tablet to order my canteen. Feeling comfortable in the jail, he is trading soup for somebody else's tablet to use. I don't know how this stuff goes on.
Very smart of Charlie Boy to barter to use someone else's tablet in exchange for a soup.
I just wanted to mention that Charlie was given a tablet by the chief in the jail, who probably caved due to the high-profile nature of the trial and him being a witness and having to communicate with his lawyers. While conducting a round, Adelson approached his cell door and advised me that his slide was ripping and he needs some new ones. Inmate is currently under protective status, but he does not need to come out at the same time as inmate Rivera.
In addition to having shoe trouble, old Charlie Boy is locked up in the same jail as King Tato, and the guards know that neither man can be out together, obviously because there could be a potential conflict.
So they were keeping them separate.
Hola, Chico. Long time no see.
Great job by the sister obtaining these records. I'll link the full video down in the description. And I want to say this. Jail is not supposed to be fun, and unfortunately for old Charlie Boy, he's learning the lesson the hard way. But he knows that one lesson that myself, Morgan, and you know, and that I say each and every time we meet.
Get my fucking manager on the phone. Why the fuck am I doing voiceover work for some fucking jackass lawyer? All right, then I will do it so I can get out of here. You don't fuck with Donna Sue Adelson.
It's a good trade. Yeah, for sure.
I want my tablet! I want my mommy!
To get up and dance.
I'd love to, but my feet hurt.
So you really think this little seat is the secret to my driving skills?
Hey man, whatever gets us there in one piece, amigo.
Hola, chico. Long time no see.